and welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie. This is what's on my Kindle April edition. Okay, if you haven't figured it out, I am in the middle of doing VEDA video every day in April, and this is pre-recorded content. I could have gotten more books than the ones that I name off. I ended up failing to do one of these in the month of March, but that's okay because March was a shitty month anyways. So I figured I would give you guys one for the month of April. So what it is, the concept of it, is that once a month I will give you the last 10 books that I received as ARCs, and the last books that I purchased. So we're just going to jump into the list. A lot of the ARCs I can't really tell you anything about. If I know the release date, I will say it in the video so that you guys can be up on it if these covers look like they are something you are looking forward to. So let's just jump into it, and we'll hear some thoughts. Hopefully short videos for VEDA, so moving quick on this one. So Guarding Temptation by Talia Hibbert. This dropped onto my Kindle and I was like, what? Yes, super excited about this one, and I hope to be reading this soon, if not before this video goes up, because it's a novella and I can't wait. Talia Hibbert is my girl. I love her. Love her writing, everything like that. She's a Black author, so go check her out. Love her books. This is a surprise. Super excited to have it. Caught Inside by Kristie Leigh. This is another book that dropped onto my Kindle and I was like, where'd this come from? Yes, thank you very much. Really, really love it. Stealing Cinderella by Zaverelli. I have already read this one. I have already gushed about this one. I've already raved about this one. I think everybody should read this book, especially if you have a little dark heart like I do, because it is dark, twisted, crazy, and it's a fairy tale reimagining, retelling that's absolutely phenomenal. Ashes by Aleatha Romig. This is another book that I have already talked about and raved about and loved, and this finishes off Patrick and Madeline's story for their series, for their trilogy, and it's amazing. It's mind-blowing, and I just loved it oh so much. Heired, Lions. I always have a hard time saying this word. I can look at it all day long and hear it all day long, but I always mess it up. By Magan, Vernon. Finish this book. Love this book. It is super slow burn. So if slow burn is your thing, or if you are looking for a royalty workplace romance, go get this book. It is either releasing here shortly. I don't know, like I said, when I'm going to be releasing this video because it's VEDA, but it could possibly be released by the time this goes up, and you guys need to go check it out. Thrown Away by Leddy, Harper. This is another royalty romance. It gives you feels of Cinderella with a gender swap to it, and I was here for it. So here for it. Some mistaken identities, some hidden identities, some fated mates feeling to it without being paranormal. Yes, so many yeses. Finished it, by the way, if you haven't figured that one out. Missing in Action by Canterbary. This is a male romance. I have finished this one. It has been released. You guys can go check it out. It has a lot of action to it. It's about a burnt spy that has to come home and get rehabbed and sort of figure out his life. Figures out that he is attracted to the assistant to his sister-in-law, or his sister-in-law's assistant, something like that. There's some connection there. I really enjoyed this story and was a little upset that I didn't have some of the backstory that goes along with it, but for the most part it was an enjoyable standalone, even though it's probably better to read the rest of the series that came before it. Make You Mine by Fabiola Francisco. I have already read this, already raved about this, love this oh so much. Go check it out. It has been released. Has it? I believe so. But go check it out. Cowboy Come Home by Carly Bloom. This was sent to me as a physical arc as well as this ebook. And yes, so looking forward to this. I need to get some more Cowboy into my world, and I'm super excited about this. Forever Publishing sent this to me, and I'm looking forward to jumping into it. And then finally, Take a Hint, Dani Brown by Talia Hibbert. Look at that. I start off with a Talia Hibbert book, and I'm ending with a Talia Hibbert book. This is the second book in the Brown Sisters stories. I loved Chloe. I can't wait to figure out what's going on with Dani. I love this cover. It is bright. It is beautiful. And I just can't wait to get to the story. Yes. Oh, so much. So for the last 10 purchases that I have made, that starts off with Love on Beach Avenue by Jennifer Probst. This was a Kindle, Amazon Prime reading story. They very, very rarely put or add romances to their list for the month for you to get. When I saw this, somebody posted it and I saw it, I went and snatched it up because I just had to have it. Had to. Yes. And then the audiobook is going to be like super cheap when it comes out. So yeah, that happened. That definitely happened. Next is A Slice of Love by Teagan Hunter. This was a surprise drop, but I love the Slice series, so I had to have this story, and I went and grabbed it up. The Beast by Katie Robert. This, I have been hoarding these stories. I believe this is either book 3 or book 4, and I have been hoarding all of them so that I can read them in succession. I'm hoping that they come out on audiobook so that I can listen to them, because I need them in my life. They are reimaginings of some Disney favorites with the villains, and I'm here for it. So here for it. Katie's freaking teasers and Instagram is fantastic. If you're not following her on Instagram to see it play out, you need to get on that. Get on that. Next one is His for a Season by K.A. Linde. This was another surprise drop that K.A. dropped and was like, hey, here you go. Here's a prequel to this new series that you read book 1 for, but here's another one just to, tease you with. I went and snatched that bad boy up in like a heartbeat. I was like, boop, boop, boop. Yes, please. One Moment, Please by Amy Daws. This is the third book in this series of standalones that I am working my way through, and I am super excited to get to this one. I might be secretly reading this for our light versus dark romance readathon. I don't know. Shh. Shh. Trying to get some extra points here. Then the next book I got was Treasure of the Abyss by Tiffany Roberts. This I got on the recommendation from Kayla, I believe, from On the Fritz. She is in a romance buddy group that I am in, and she was raving about this. I've actually started listening to this already. I'm really enjoying it, and yes, looking forward to getting into this series about some tentacles and some sea creatures. It's very, very interesting. Very interesting. Ashes by Aleatha Romig. Hello, I got the arc of it, and of course I had to go get my own copy of it in all formats. That had to happen. Had to happen. Where the Blame Lies by Mia Sheridan. I am a Mia Sheridan collector of books. I see books and book covers that I like from her, and I just collect the books. Not even sure when I'm going to get around to this one, but love this cover, so I had to pick it up. Fire in His Chaos by Ruby Dixon. This one dropped, and I didn't even know that it was on its way. I am so excited to get into this book. The Fire Blood Dragon series is one of my favorite series from Ruby Dixon, and I just can't wait to get into this book. And then finally, Dirty Chef by Cara D. This book was talked about on the podcast of Read Me Romance. Read Me Romance. And if you have not seen my foodie romance recommendation video that I put out in VEDA, I'll tag it up there. But I I love me some food in my romance. So from what I understand, this is a dirty chef and it gets dirty and it has food in it. So yes, I made that happen. I made that happen. Alrighty, so let me know down in the comment section if you have read any of those 20 books that I have just talked about, especially the ones that that I mentioned that I haven't read yet. Do I need to bump them up on my list? Do I need to make it happen? Do I? Let me know down in the comment section. Or if there's ones that I have discussed that I have already raved about that you're going to go pick up, let me know that too. So I can, if you need just that little more nudge to say go read it, yeah. I can tell you where I ranted and raved about it, and then you can watch my reaction from the review during that time. So, alrighty. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Also, there's a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. There is a recommendation form down there. Give me the title, the name of the author, the genre in which it falls under. Leave me your name so if I read it, I can shout you out and say that you recommended it for me. Thank you for watching all these videos for VEDA because it's a lot of work and I greatly appreciate all the skyrocketing numbers. Yes. Hello. How you doing? Thank you very much. I guess that's it. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in tomorrow's video.